All right, fourth graders, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Better Call Mr. Rosenthal. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of grammar, and our subject is actually subject-verb agreement. This is in a tricky area for a lot of us, and it's something that is fairly simple and easy to fix, and you can see a really big improvement in your writing if you look at this one grammar area and make improvements. So let's get started. I want you to listen to this short paragraph and find the errors. There are going to be 3 errors in this paragraph. Mr. Rosenthal teach at KISJ. His friends teaches at other schools in Korea, but he like working with the wonderful students at KISJ. All right, guys, take a moment now. Look for the 3 errors, the 3 grammatical errors in that short paragraph. Okay, let's have a look at the mistakes. Mr. Rosenthal teach at KISJ. It should actually be Mr. Rosenthal teaches at KISJ. His friends works at other schools in Korea. Should actually say his friends work at other schools in Korea. But he like working with the wonderful students at KISJ. It should say he likes working with the wonderful students at KISJ. Let's try another one. Find the mistakes in this short paragraph. During the summer holiday, Mr. Gowerluck visit his home in Canada. His family travel together, and they goes many different places. Once again, there are 3 errors in this paragraph. Can you find them? Take a moment now, read through it. Okay, let's check the answers. During the summer holiday, Mr. Gowerluck visit his home in Canada. That should say Mr. Gowerluck visits his home in Canada. His family travel together should actually be his family travels together. And they goes to many different places should actually be they go to many different places. So, boys and girls, the common error you're seeing here is called error in subject-verb agreement. Okay? So we're going to find out a little bit about how to write this properly, right? So like I said here, the correct sentence, instead of Mr. Rosenthal teach at KISJ, it should be Mr. Rosenthal teaches at KISJ. So in this sentence, the subject is Mr. Rosenthal. The subject of a sentence is the person, place, or thing or idea that is doing or being something. So in this case, Mr. Rosenthal is the subject of the sentence. There are 2 kinds of subjects. There's a singular subject, which is when there's one of those things, or plural, which means that there's 2 or more. Okay? This is very important to know because it'll tell you how you change the verb. A verb in a sentence is the action word. So Mr. Rosenthal is the subject, and he teaches at KISJ. That's the action that he does. Okay? So here's the big rule for subject-verb agreement and what can really improve your writing. A singular subject, right? A subject that's just one, goes with a singular verb. Mr. R teaches at KISJ. A plural subject goes with a plural verb. The teachers work at KISJ. Okay, so maybe you're saying to yourself or to me, Mr. Rosenthal, I know what the difference is between singular subjects and plural subjects. How can that help me make my writing better? Here's an easy way to remember. If the subject is singular, right? If the subject is just one, the verb gets the S. So Mr. R is a singular subject, just me, just one person, one subject. Teaches, right? So the verb teach gets the S at the end in this case, at KISJ. If the subject is plural, right, meaning there's more than one, then the subject itself gets the S, and that should make sense, right? The teachers work at KISJ. So work is the verb, but we don't say works, right? We don't need an S on that. The S goes to the teachers, okay, because there's more than one teacher. Let's look at a few examples. The students study very hard every day. The students are the subject of the sentence, and as you can see in this nice little picture here, there's more than one of them, right? So in the verb study, in the present tense, we don't put an S on it. It's just the study. The students study very hard every day. That's very true of all of you. He plays basketball very well. In this sentence, he is the subject, and it's only one person. It's this young man right here holding the ball. He plays. Since it's a singular subject, the S goes to the verb, plays basketball very well. And in this last one, it's a fun moment from Aqua Day. The kids know how to have fun. Again, the subject is plural. There's more than one. So on the verb, we don't put the letter S at the end. We leave it in its base form. The kids know how to have fun. All right. So we're going to have a chance to practice this. It's something that you're going to continue to work with. It's not always easy, all right? So don't worry if the practice example is challenging for you. Do your best. Remember these rules. A singular subject goes with a singular verb. A plural subject goes with a plural verb. If the subject is singular, the verb gets the S. If the subject is plural, the subject gets the S. So your job now is to go to the Google form on Google Classroom and correct the paragraph. You'll be able to check your work with the correct sentences. After you finish writing the paragraph out, you'll see what the correct paragraph should look like. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Better Call Mr. Rosenthal. I look forward to seeing all of your new and improved writing in the very near future. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.